Oh, how does he call that?
Queen jack suited for 5 bigs. Oh, we're gonna need a 9. For the standing desk setup. I have no clue if something is gonna fall down. Against king 10. Oh my lord, what is that board? And we're calling it off here. Table 4. Against ace king. And the chop. Green news. Pretty good flop here. Early position though. I think I like a raise here. I'm gonna explain why I'm going for a raise here in a sec. Okay, so that is unfortunately a scenario that he has most of the better ace-x, and when we raise there, he's definitely, like when he barrels, continues to barrel most likely for that sizing, like he often has it. Like he has the turn top pair there, and then mostly it would have us dominated with ace-jack. But when we raise there, we can just make sure that we can comfortably get it in on the river. That would be my logic. You need to feel too good when this guy calls here. Oh lord, ace queen off. We're gonna need a 10 only. Or a 4 for a chop would have also made it. So out we are in that 250. Alright, let's look at this. So this guy just open called, but he open calls with his entire range. This guy seems to just have called. I would like to argue that you should with king jack off or king queen off definitely. Like king jack off. Like king queen off definitely, but I think king jack off you can already jam here then when that scenario occurs. It's just a bit confusing because this guy doesn't open raise, but he just open calls with his entire range here apparently. But I mean we got some call happy people here, so sort those out. We actually called. No chance we're gonna fold. Nice. Here with king 9 suited against early position limp. Yeah, pretty much whatever. What I'm thinking about here is against 2.5x if we should re-raise queen 10 off. I don't think we should. Let's just go for a call. Curious to see if we should in fact just rejam this against him. Now with top pair we can just get it in. Nice, and we double up. Through that a little. While rejamming here with jack 10 suited against his 9s. And that worked out. Superb, superb. And that one will be a snap jam. If he has aces there, he has aces. Is obviously also the reason why I couldn't stream last Saturday. Because as you might hear, I am still a bit sick. But it's basically gone, so we should be fine again. Here I don't think we have too much choice apart from rejamming it. Queen jack suited for 5 bigs. Oh, we're gonna need a 9. Fortunately we bricked entirely. That's why we are completely raging now, and we're gonna commit all the chips against king 10. Oh my lord, what is that board? Oof. Okay, it looked like he had more outs than I was aware of. I didn't see that we had the ace of clubs there. So. I'm not sure whether we can fold that. Probably also jams 5s plus, right? Or 6, no, not 5s, but maybe 6 plus. So I think I'm still gonna have to call that one. Up against jacks, unfortunately. We're out. Now we're up against queens. Oh, and we backdoor the flush. Holy shit. Guy shoved it in with 7 bigs and we were in the big blind, so... We also chipped up here with Queen Jack. Ooh, Queen Jack suited against Ace Queen. What was that? Jack on the river. Holy smokes. Actually curious about that 9s hand. Like how, like if you fold 9s, like no way. Like what do we call from the other Ace-X hands? Like we call probably Ace Jack suited, Ace Queen off. Like that is, I think, the lowest hands that I'm calling there. But no, I mean, if we call off Ace Queen off there, it's like no chance that we can fold 9s. Like then we call there with, I don't know, 7s or 8s. I don't think we can. And on table 4, we are gonna most likely have to call off here with Ace 6 off against small blind jam with 5-7 off. Oh my, and he flops the trips. Sheesh. And this we're also gonna call. Oh, actually. Yeah, actually, we're gonna have to call this. These are not going our way today. Holy shit. At least table 1 doesn't disappoint with the Ace King off. I can go so wide here, regardless of my hand here. I can go so freaking wide. Are you gonna take cold? Yeah, we're blocking so much of the Ace-X, like she has genuinely no Ace-X here. I think at 10x she will start betting now herself. King is pretty good. I think we can overbet this in case she caught a King X. The only unlucky scenario would be if she truly like got a freaking Queen Jack and like rivered it straight there, but apart from that, like any King X is still like calling there most likely. So I'm happy with table 2 multi-way. Yeah, but there's no chance that this guy is bluffing here ever. Like, he also has, like even, like I'm betting into multiple players, so he could also, like he could be, I would have a bit more difficult decision if I had Ace 9 or King 9, because if he really decides he's going to re-raise top pairs there, then that is pretty ugly. But I'm genuinely positive this guy has flopped a 2 pair or whatever. Multi-way, I don't think people are bluffing that. I'm just confused here because we have different layouts rocking on PokerStars. I have no clue where to reconfigure this. This just is entirely a mess here. We have different cards. Poker Tracker, we have different hands. Yeah, but that is due to Poker Tracker itself. That is probably not something that comes from the stars. Absolute confusion. Alright, here comes Operation Risky. Because we're going for the standard, for the standing desk setup. I have no clue if something is gonna fall down. At one point I'm just gonna have to stop. Is that a... Okay, already things falling down. Okay, that's cool. We got this. Gone you are, chair. Gone you are. Actually, we're gonna put you to that side. That river. No. There's no chance he freaking call with a 9 on the turn unless he has like a combo draw, like.
Oh, how does he call that?
Oh, well at least, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's at least. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I should probably not. Against the turn river lead, probably shouldn't do that. But it's just like we have 6-8. Okay, I think I'm happy with the play entirely to the river, because if we look at it from his perspective, so I don't think I would generally not give him a too strong dunking range because he stopped barreling it off on the turn. So in my experience, some players are just generally betting out there because, oh yeah, it's a board that I have more hands on, so I'm just gonna lead out randomly. So people are, what I should have been doing is probably overfold river, because people on that board are overfolding anyway. Like, no chance players are bluffing here often enough. Like, they're more likely to check back here. Also, he doesn't have much to, like, maybe any pairs that he decided he wants to turn into a bluff, but apart from that. Thing is that I just see sometimes people having some stats that tend to show that they would be aggressive, and then I like to interpret some other stuff, like, oh yeah, they probably do that and this. What does this guy call? What does this guy lead out here? But he looks super strong here. Multi-way over bet. Probably I just had deuces. I thought anyone with an ace-x is gonna call anyway, but the last two tables in hopes to at least make a somewhat decent day. And I could see myself floating that hand if we would be a bit deeper to then truly benefit of the backdoor flush capabilities. Oh my lord. King 9 suited. I'm getting it in. For 14 bigs. Although it might be a bit marginal. Probably King 10 suited would have been better. Fortunately, we couldn't make it happen. Yeah, I'd probably go with King 10 suited, not with King 9 suited here. Because we have 14 bigs, we are pretty healthy. I was just confused because here it said 160. Yeah, we had around 13, like 4, yeah. When we have 13, yeah, it's probably like okay, but you don't have to do it, let's put it that way. Probably like that. It's probably profitable, but... And already, we have the last table here, which is not looking too healthy either, with 10 bigs. Was er gönnt?
Nein, das habe ich gekriegt von irgendeiner, wo wir uns teilen mit den Calories.
Was? Das sind 250? 250?
Also 100 Gramm, 500 Kalorien.
Ja, aber das ist ja 50. Das hat übrigens schon.
Wer ist der?
Der 50.
50 Gramm.
Ja, 250.
Wir teilen müssen.
Ja. Ja. Das sieht aus wie ein halber Kuchen. Ace 10 off will be going in for 9 bigs. Actually, not 9 bigs, 6. What a chocolate. What is all moe, so wie ein. Und kein Luftlicht. Vind je geil?
Das ist schon fein, aber doch die Calories.
Maar du merkst, er is zo vol vet in dran. Tati. Fühlt sich schuldig. Good to see the ace 10 off. You can flick a call in here. Solid board. Could be anything really. Also protection bet from a good 9x, 7x. So that makes it less likely as a still bet. Does he just try to give himself odds for the flush? We still have, like, for that price, we still have like pretty good odds. That seems so random. I'm calling like either he has a super nutty hand here, but I think he's weighed more towards bluffs somehow, although his stats don't show so. Like, yeah, what are you just over betting like that? Especially on that run out, like, doesn't make too much sense. I was just thinking, like, which hands could you go actually and call when you know, okay, or when you have the feeling, okay, this guy's weighed more towards bluffs, like obviously King X or Ace X I'd be doing that with. I don't know if it goes as deep as Queen High. That just seems, because I've seen also players, not often, but they also seem to be 6s it is for 10 bigs. Doesn't look too good. Oh my lord, we're gonna need we probably needed something like freaking quads or something. Well, we had some outs. I think that will conclude day 36 for one of the shortest streams ever, around 2 hours. We made a small little cash, but overall we just lost money. So minus 30 bucks it is for today. So actually we start with 545. Yeah, 545. So we finished today with $515. I think we got we just faced a lot of suck outs. Also some that you weren't probably on the stream, but also during the stream we had a lot of spots from big blind versus small blind where we just called with ace high and we simply didn't get there, so that is unfortunate, but what can you do? That is the game of poker. Enjoy your time and have a nice morning, evening, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you next time. See ya, bye. How do you like my wearing the shirt? Freaking gorillas. Nice one.